Welcome to the Hanging Playground, where we teach you really beautiful ties that you can connect with others. Today, we'll show you the Shinju, or the Japanese name for the chest tie. The basic chest tie is a really cool chest tie because it's first, really beautiful. Second, very functional, where you can actually add on a lot of force to this and it'll be evenly distributed along the body. So, like all ropes, we start with our bite. And with the Shinju, or the chest tie, we're going to take the rope and we'll start on our right side and bring the rope under our rope bottom's arm and lay it over the chest, just like that. If I turn the rope bottom, on the back side here, we're just going to bring the bite and the stem towards the middle. You want them to cross just at the, that aligns over to the spine. Make sure as you're bringing this rope towards the back that the rope is not going into the armpit, but just laying on the side of the chest. We'll take the stem and bring it in between the bite and run the rest of the rope through. So when you set the tension that is comfortable for your rope bottom, we're going to take the stem and using the bite as an anchor, bring it towards the other side. This locks off this top rope and allows us to continue on with the second wrap. And with the second wrapping, we're going to take the rope, bring it under the arms, just like before, and we're going to lay it along, just under the first wrap that we have here. Make sure that the rope does not have any twists or turns. We will lay the rope as parallel as possible to the rope from before and wrap it just above the chest and bring the rope towards the back. And you can see that we have a couple places that the rope can go. We have a single bite here. We have a double bite on the other side. This double bite becomes an anchor, and we're going to use this double bite so we can actually lock off the top wrapping of the chest tie and continue to the bottom. To do that, we'll take our stem and we're going to bring it under and in between the double bite that we have here. Run the rest of the rope through. From here, we can lock off this tie. And to do that, we're going to do a half hitch. So because we're going to do a wrap towards below the top wraps, then we're going to do a half hitch that will bring the rope downwards. To do that, we're going to create our loop going downwards, just like that. And then that will give us the direction that we want. So again, grab the stem, bring it in between the rope just like that, and run the rest of the rope through. Hold on to this part here and lock off this tie. Make sure everything is tight. And as you can see, our rope is going downwards in the direction that we want. Now we can go towards the second wrap. So towards the second wrap, we're going to loosely bring the rope right around the bottom part of the chest. So I'm going to bring this right under the arm again. If we turn a rope bottom around, we're going to take the rope and making sure that everything is nice and parallel, we're going to take the rope and bring it under the chest this time and bring it towards the back. So we have a bit of a situation here. At least on the top wrap, we had a bite that we can use as an anchor, but we don't have a bite this time. So we're kind of creating our own. And to do that, we're going to give ourselves a little bit of slack and create a vertical stem here by bringing the rope over towards the middle. From this part, we create our own anchor that we can anchor the rope down to. And because we have this anchor, we can bring this stem in between that. From here, we can set our tensions by taking the rope and bringing around, and that will shift over the rope to the direction that we want. Now we have our stem through the anchor. We can set the tensions how we want by pulling on this rope and set the tension to what's comfortable for your rope bottom. From there, we grab the stem and wrap one more time just under the wrap that we had before. Again, making sure that the tension's correct. So we take a stem, we bring it right under the stem that we had before, making sure that the rope is as parallel as possible. And then going towards the back, doing the exact same thing. Taking the rope, bringing it in between this new double bite that we created here from the bottom up. Set the tensions to what feels good for your rope bottom. And here we're going to create yet another half hitch to take the rope and pull it in the direction that I want. Again, I want it upwards, so now the rope is going to go upwards. Now we have the rope in the direction that we want. We can do two things with the rope. There's a lazy way of just bringing the rope upwards towards the shoulders. This will definitely work. It's just not aesthetically pleasing. So what we do instead is that we wrap the rope within this tie. So to do that, we're going to use the stem here and take the rope, wrap it behind the stem, just like that. And then we're going to then allow the rope to go upwards towards the shoulder here. We're going to take the ends of this rope and we're going to do a lark's head extension. Now we have our rope extended. We can continue to finish off this chest tie. To do that, we're going to take our rope and bring it over the rope bottom's left shoulder. And then bring the rope bottom towards and bring the rope towards the front. So now we're going to take the rope and bring it diagonally towards the bottom set of wraps. From here, we're going to take our fingers, very similar to how we start at half hitch, lay it over the rope and under the wraps that we want to loop under. Bring it under this rope. A little trick is to take a finger and bring it under all the wraps as you're doing this. What the rope wants to do is that it wants to twist and turn as we pull the rest of this rope up. But if you take a finger and bring it under all this rope, you can avoid all this as we're bringing the rest of this rope through. To add a little decorative aspect to this tie and to make sure that the tie itself is more secure. So we take this rope and we're going to pass it over and under the rope so that it's more secure. Lastly, we'll take this rope and bring it under these wraps here. This is here so that this V shape towards the top part of the chest will hold this rope down and run the rest of the rope through. So as you can see, this nice V shape keeps this pattern here and it kind of secures the whole top part of the chest. And then from there, we'll take the stem and bring it towards the other shoulder and then and towards the back. We will pretty much secure this whole entire chest tie by weaving the rest of this rope and locking it off. So to do that, we're going to take this rope and let's say mimic the rope on this side So I'm going to bring the rope over the top chest that the top chest wraps that we have here. Bring it behind the stem. And then since we did a half hitch previously on this side, we'll just finish up this whole tie by doing a half hitch on this side. And for this point, we don't really have a direction that we want to go with the tie, so we can put the half hitch in whatever direction that we want. I'll have the rope going downwards, so I'm just going to create a loop going downwards. So as I said before, just continue on and do a half hitch here. To lock off the tie. The fun part of all things is always try to figure out what to do with the rest of the rope. So I'm just going to loop it around a couple of times, just like that. So I can wrap around the stem a couple of times, go downwards, and then create a little pattern down here. All this is just extra so that I can use up the rest of the rope. The chest tie.